practicing some elements of the grip. We don't grip like this, okay? Then it becomes a club and we're just cavemen at that point. Instead, we're holding again in that more extended grip and using a lot of finger to hold this blade. So if I'm up here and I've got it on my shoulder at this point, when it comes in, you can see how loose it is on my hand right now. I don't need to hold it in a tight grip. Notice how I have to drop my elbow and engage my shoulder just to even do that. I don't want to do that. I want to stay nice and loose here as I do this. When I come out for the blow, okay, my hand's going to close up. And if I need to then make a turn, I can shift grip that direction, and then I can come back as well. So again, there's an awful lot of finger pressure that is used there to hold it against whatever bridging point you've got. In this case, it's held basically at this top corner of the palm right here, just under the finger. That's the only bridging point I've got there, plus the thumb in opposition. So I make the blow, I'm out there, I can rotate. Again, I make the blow, I'm out there, I can rotate. Okay? And I can recover the sword when I do that. Okay? Many of us have these sort of school cheapies right here with a basic handle there. They're still held basically the same as any of the other bucklers. You're holding in this grip here where you've kind of got the thumb aiming forward here, like that. Lauren, could I see yours for a second? If you've got one with a bigger wooden handle, you're doing a very similar thing with it, where you have this extended grip. It's rather like the sword grip. Okay? When, for example, we make the strike that we're making from the second ward, again, notice how my hand is loose back here. As I come out to make the blow, both my thumbs end up pointing in the direction of the point, like that. Okay? Let me change bucklers on it. So, because this one's a little bit bigger, I prefer that. As I come out with this blow, my thumbs are aimed in the direction of the point, like that. And that's going to allow me nice, good movement of the weapon right here, okay, together. So the exercise here is now we're going to make the strike from the second ward, coming out together. We rotate up, closing the line and stepping that way. And then we rotate through, closing the line and stepping this way with that grip shift. And simply reset. Start again. Okay. Make sure the sword is leaning forward.
Yes.
So, starting with the right first. First of all, let's build it all up. What Tyler wants to do is hit me and go home. He's going to hit the arm, and then he's going to come on through right there. Because he obviously can't come straight up because the buckler's in front. When I defend, although I have a buckler, what I'm really doing is defending with the sword. Okay? Now, I'm not going to pull the buckler away. I'm just going to augment my defense with the buckler. Okay? But I'm defending with the sword, so don't get in the habit of thinking that what you're really doing is trying somehow to aim the buckler at it, because you'll miss more often than not. You're defending with the sword, because that's why you have it. Right there. Now at this point, I have an opening in the line, and I can keep pressure on his weapon simply by pushing through. Okay? I can hit him and push through. And I'm keeping this here in opposition to cover that line. Yes, it could slip off and he could tag my arm, but I'm jacking this through his thorax. It's not going to do him a lot of good tagging on the arm. So again, we come in here. See, I missed, but I still have that. Genuine miss too, by the way. I didn't actually do two. But now I've got position on him, okay, and angle. Okay? So that's stage one. Stage two is when one or the other of us has more pressure, and by the way, he can be the one to do this in this instance, but I'll be the one. He'll actually win the bind now. Okay. So he comes in, he wins the bind. I'm simply going to do a turn of my sword like this, shifting to the thumb grip, okay, while keeping my buckler in the way. And then from behind here, under cover, drive in and around. The action of the sword, I'm going to take the buckler out of it. The action of the sword is simply to come through like this, except if my buckler is in proper position, I won't actually get to the cross. But this is what my sword is doing. Okay? Just with the buckler in the way. So, comes through. He's got more presence in the line than I do. I start rotating the sword. The sword's edge stays against my buckler. I aim my buckler towards his sword while I angulate my sword behind. Like that. Now, right, left. Just to set the exercise up in an even, smooth fashion, you know, there are a variety of different ways I could approach this. We're just going to make it a sort of a parity exercise. I'm going to start from here. Tyler attacks me, rather, and his target is actually here, and then in. It's a good target to hit. He could also try to get a little closer and hit me in the neck, but that's okay. As he comes through, I'm once again defending with the sword. I'm rolling over. Now, if I win the line, once again, I can simply thrust through. Okay? Once more, this time I'm going to angle a little bit higher. To give me a tiny bit more pressure on the line. Okay? Comes through. I'm right here. I've got a little more pressure on the line, so I'm just going to go up towards his weak as I do this. Makes for a nice strong shot. Now Tyler has more pressure on me, okay, in this situation. So we come through right now. Now I'm going to take the buckler out for just a minute. Okay? I'm going to make this turn of my sword into it. Okay? Let's just look at the sword again. Okay. Comes in. I'm going to make this turn of my sword in. Okay? And of course, the cross is there to guard me. With the buckler there, okay, I'm going to make that same turn of my sword while I shoot my buckler up towards his and then come through. Again, really keeping my hand behind the buckler as much as I possibly can. Right there. One more time on that. Comes in and through. And actually that was not so good. One more. Okay, he's won the line. I come up and through. Does everybody see that? Clear?
Yeah,
easy? Easy. Probably not easy, but we'll give it a try. Okay. So look for that roll of the buckler to get it against his sword. Tyler, thumb grip shift. So let's. Try to get your buckler hand covering your sword hand.
One more of those, please. One more, please.
Nice, Ryan. There you go. There you go. Good.
Thank you.
Yep. Slow it down and work on getting that buckler hand rotating on up there.